Welcome back, fans and friends. For this upcoming video, I have for you another Chevy. Chevys have been piling up, so I am just going to hopefully be quick about it, but we'll see. So this is the Greenlight Series 9 Dually Drivers Limited Edition. We'll see if that's true. And this is the Durham Regional Police version. So I live in Toronto, so Durham Region is to the north and the east. And as you can clearly see, it is a truck. It is used for police stuff, I assume so. But what is important for me, and as everybody who watches any videos on this channel will recognize this truck, this is the first Chevrolet 3500 Dually I did. This is a little bit earlier in this series. This is, I think, Series 8 instead of this one, Series 9. And the most important thing that I, as a learner of things, decided to see, because just to be quick, the rearview mirrors happen to be more or less even, and they're both present. There's quite a few on the shelf that were damaged or destroyed. You see Chevrolet, everything there. But with regards to these, and this model specifically, and what's absent, if it's supposed to be there, it's not there, is you can see there in English letters, the Duramax, which means this is a diesel vehicle. So the Silverado 3500 HD Dually, Durham Regional Police, 2018, that's 2016. And you have the 164 14 Plus, the limited edition, we already covered that. The diecast vehicle inside here, as we all know. Just take a look, there's the sticker in a weird location, because here they put it right there where it's nice and flat. So whoever's in charge of where the stickers go just decided to let the wind carry it. That's where it landed. And you have the trailer hitch. So most, if not all, if they're not tow trucks, will have a trailer hitch for the Dually series. So if you buy those hitched homes, these things are perfect for that. And you have there the working environment for obviously the whole series. So one of the things, except for their Hollywood series, most, if not all, the Greenlight series will have all of the 6 or 7, usually 6, vehicles in. For example, this is Series 9, as you can see there. And there are 1968 C30 Dually Wrecker, 1969 C30 Dually Wrecker, but this is United States Postal Service. This is Orville's Day and Night. You have this one here, the Chevrolet Silverado 3500 Dually, so 3500 HD. 3500 is a Ram, but 3500 HD Dually from the Durham Regional Police. I have this one, I've already done it, so 2019 Ford F350, the school bus one. And I have also done this one, the Bullet Silver 2021 3500 Dually. I saw this one, the Flame Red, but if I already have the one below it, I don't want to put two nearly exactly the same vehicles. One is red, one is silver. I prefer the silver one, as you all know. And there we have it, the 344th day of 2021. So we will check and see if that matches. Unfortunately, the printing is extremely small. I will see if I can read what it says here. It is 341.21, so it's a 344, sorry, 340. Yeah, it is exactly the same. So when I take it out of this package, you will see the number right there on the. It's really weird that they print the information on the running boards. Sorry, I forgot what it was. The running boards instead of on the bottom of the vehicle. Just for example, you will have here this Mustang, which I really like, by the way. Cannot go wrong with the John Wick Mustang. So anyway, less importantly, we have here 344. There's the serialized production number. It is on the bottom of the vehicle. We'll take a closer look at it in about a minute. And you have all 4 companies as represented here. So the GM, and then Ford and FCA, Stellantis now, I guess. So only USPS, they do not recognize the Durham Regional Police here for whatever reason. Orville's Day and Night, nope, just the USPS. And you have Ford, Ram, and GM. So just the overhead companies of GM and Ford, while Ram is a subsidiary of FCA. How do we know that? Well, you have FCA right there. And it's licensed to Greenlight under FCA. So the other thing too, here we have Eagle logo, LLV, and USPS are trademarks of the USPS, I do not have that USPS vehicle, so I cannot tell you whether or not it is accurate. The only other thing to cover before I crack this open is the social media stuff right up there under the huge glare of the light I am now using. So it is to pop it out. I ended up now, because of the miscalculation I made, I ended up with a bunch of Chevrolets, both 3500s and not 3500s. However, this is the second one I will do. Get it out of the way. And there we have it, and it's nice and reflective. So once again, I'm just going to say this. They're really teasing us with this cutout of the hood being a separate part from the body. One day I hope to actually do this and pop it. My fingernail will even get in there, you can see that, but there is nothing under the hood to pop out. The other thing I really do wish they did is this opens. However, it does not, so if you're buying this for that, it does not do any of those things. So we'll just start with the top, because why not? You see there, nice and evenly, no scratches, no chips, no mispaints on the bed, dropped in there. You have the lights, which are unusually plain and see-through. You can even see the pins where they drop into the roof. Separate roof piece. You have there the little details of the sensors you have there in the middle. I don't quite know this for the lights, I guess, as well. The cabin is nice and easy to see into. It is nice and clear, no smudges. Sometimes Greenlight does that for whatever reason. You have police written in reverse, because if you see in the rearview mirror, it has to be front side in, right? And the most important thing that I brought up earlier is this. Let my camera get into the focus. The Duramax. I can't quite see what it says there, but let me just take a second. Yeah, I have no idea what it says, but it does say something. I will do an update for what it says when I get the time and feel like it. So it does say Duramax there, which is for GM's diesel line for their vehicles. As you can see, the mirrors are at their proper angle. They are at more or less their proper height. This one's drooping a little, but I'd rather have it at the right angle and not broken than just a little bit of a droop. You can see there what happens when both of them are drooping, and both of them, one of the left one is not at the good angle as the right one is. Perhaps it needs to see a little bit more sharply. Anyway, not important. So as you have there, once again, very few scratches, Chevrolet logo front and center. This vehicle does not have a front license plate, so in Canadian law, as far as I am concerned, if you're using the 407, you need, Ontario anyway, need a front license plate. Anyway, so other than that, you have separate piece, bumper, nice and chrome flashy. The lights, you can see the pins where they drop them in. Actually, what they've done is they've colored the lights as where the pins would be, so you don't actually see anything. So what they should do now, moving forward, you can see the two pins there, is probably do it this way. This way is way better, even though these are near contemporary, 2018 or 2016. Gaps, everything else is molded in. Tires, just moving on to the side, you have all that there's a Canadian flag, leaders in community safety, Durham Regional Police, 3500 HD, nice and clear legible. You have Durham Regional Police again, with the flag, with the logo, a little arrow there, police once again on the side, nice and easy to read. No tire gaps, indicators evenly on the same level, nice and even. Wheels roll, they're a little bit of a wobble, but we'll do the roll test at the end. On to the back, you have the DRPS, which is Durham Regional Police Services, www.ca. You have Silverado. So because this vehicle was a flatbed, there was no tailgate for it. So it is in silver, which is highly unusual. This is the LTZ model, so that is not said at all on the package. So this is a 3500 HD LTZ. Because I did not see it, I don't know what trim level that is. Probably near the top, because the highest trim level for most Chevys is the Z71. So the LTZ, I would imagine, is somewhere below that. And onto the left side, there you have the gas cap on the driver's side. Bit of a mispaint there. You can see the separation of where it, obviously, well, it was printing on the side there. It missed it. Nice and level for the two indicators there. Wheels roll, as you know from the other side. Running boards appear to be level. Sorry, I forgot I didn't cover that. And the Durham Regional Police, you can see that the handles for the vehicles are nice and evenly painted. There is no, mostly not missed. There's a little bit of it there. And once again, it is nice and clear and easy to see there. Durham Regional Police, the Canadian flag again there. Leaders in community safety, nice and printed on evenly. Police and Duramax again. I will have to get a magnifying glass and see what it says right there. It's just very hard because it's so small. But it is printed on. It is theoretically legible. So I can't complain. So on to the underside finally, the GL100 C-A. And it is not in the same location as, you know, this is a, as you can see, what's happened here is this is either newer or older. It is a different style. Pretty much from here onwards is the same vehicle, but from here backwards, this obviously is not taken in from this. They've added a few extra parts, these metal boxes. This here, the trailer hitch, is affixed onto a slightly different location than this one. You can see how it bubbles up there. It does not bubble up here. So that's just a few of the differences. Other than the fact that this also, Greenlight, I've covered this a few times. Why do they not have license plates with stuff on them? They can just put 3500 HD or whatever it is, LTZ, nobody cares. Just put something rather than nothing. Other than that, you have all the information. So Greenlight 2018. And identical to the running board. So because the vehicle is different, 2016 versus 2018, but the running boards can be made universal because they use a pin system. I covered this with the Jeep Gladiator. You have there Silverado 3500 HD, exact same 344, 21, 426 on the back of the package right there. So everything else appears to be near identical. Even the wheels, you can see here, are near identical. So no complaints there. The front, near identical. I thought there was a bit of damage there, but there is not any damage. So there we have it, the full Chevrolet 3500 Duramax version, LTZ as well, which obviously you cannot tell with that one over there. Flatbed has taken out everything. So one of the things I tell people is if you're going to buy these trucks, you have to make sure, and Greenlight and M2 are especially guilty of this. This gap here tends to crack, so, and as soon as you put it down and put any pressure, it'll break further. So just be aware when you're getting these. If you do like these trucks, I highly recommend them. Why not? It costs way less than buying an actual truck if you don't need it like me. You live in the city. Other than that, just be aware of the back here. I can deal with a little bit of a mispaint. I can paint it myself, but if the spine is broken on this vehicle, it will never be fixed. So I just want to point out this here, the push pin for mounting it. It is in the exact same location as this, the flatbed version. And everything here has been cut out because either they produced it this way or they filed it down. But you can see there is where they don't bolt it in, but they bolted in there because this obviously has separate metal pieces that are put in rather than this where it's just one uniform piece and then they put this in, then they put this in. What happens here is they have this has to be different because when they put the flat, in this case the flatbed, as you can see it's not level there, they put the flatbed, these two metal boxes cannot physically be put in with the the base like this. So what's happened is this is like the, not deluxe model, but the modular version of the frame where they have to make certain changes because obviously you cannot have, they could easily just make this one. I pointed out with the Ford has cutouts where they can use that frame on their 150s, 250s, 350s, and the dualies because it just slaps right on there. They don't have to make any changes. But as you can see here, they've made several changes to the vehicle to accommodate making it this flatbed. So this is a 14-minute video. I do apologize for that, but I am in fact learning about A, Greenlight, B, Duramax and non-Duramax 3500 HDs, and this is an LTZ, so if that's important to you, the truck is white. You can probably, if you desire, you can paint over. Like I said, there's no sponsorship from Durham Regional Police Services, despite the fact that it says it there. At least on the package, maybe online it's different. You have the running boards, which are exactly the same as what's on this other vehicle. The one thing that does make them better than their Ford counterparts is they are universal. So if this is mounted on that side, you don't see it. The Ford, I did point out, and the Ram, they have a specific type of running board where this end piece is longer than the front. So if they have two left sides and they mount it, you can right away see that it's wrong. This one, because it's universal, front and back are the same length. The only difference you would be able to tell is the letters would be upside down. Plus, because they stamp in the Greenlight and the age of the casting just for the running boards, if you have two left sides, it's going to have the Greenlight there, plus all this stuff printed over top of it, which this does not, and this does not. So in terms of Greenlight and a Ford 3500 HD, specifically the Duramax and the LTZ model, says Silverado there. It's the silver lettering that throws everybody off, but you can actually read it. It's there, nice and clear and easy to read. As represented to you by Greenlight, here it is, just finally the roll test. It rolls really well. So I see Greenlights more now than ever. They are starting to get better and better at rolling. The first few I had, Mercury and a couple of the other ones, they do not want to roll. So there you guys have it, and girls, and fans, and friends of this channel. I have finally done a pickup truck. I did the dually, obviously, but a Chevrolet version where I am hoping the details will get even better than this, and how they will do that is they will let you open the engine. But this one does not open the engine. It is done reasonably well. I have no complaints. The rearview mirrors are not bent and or seriously broken. This one also is done very well as well. But however, it's the flatbed, so it does not represent pickup trucks as pickup trucks. It represents it as a utility vehicle. This one here, I'd say done reasonably well. Whether or not you like the police services of Durham region, it is done. They do Detroit and a bunch of other regions as well. I think this one's done really well. So there you guys and girls have it. I have covered a Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD Duramax from Greenlight. It took less than 20 minutes, but more than 10. So thank you for watching. This is Tumnus from Toronto, and till the next one.